Holy cow, look at the size of that mother. She was melting pretty good yesterday, I guess, and I don't know if I can get this off one bit here or not. Oh! Has a heavy bit. But yeah, it's spilling out over the eaves troughs. I guess they're all full of ice and stuff. I got the melter in there, but it takes like 3 weeks to even melt a little wee tiny hole, so oh well, she's off. That was like a really heavy hanging off of there. So anyways, the big guy's back. Buddy did some testing on it. Tested the pump pressure. I don't exactly know if he tested like the hydraulic cylinders on the backhoe, especially maybe this one, for leakage internally, which I mean leakage. So basically when I'm digging a hole, say, and I'm putting pressure and digging hard, it's putting hydraulic fluid pressure to this side, which is pushing the rod out, which is curling the bucket. What I think is possibly happening is this thing's been up and down so many times inside of there on the end of this rod, which would actually be pretty much to the end of the cylinder right about here now. It's a big piston, about this tall roughly, with a bunch of sealing rings on it. I think maybe the rings have gotten a little wore on it, and what's happening is I'm losing my dig force when I'm pressurizing here trying to dig. It's pressurizing on this side, but it's actually squeezing through the cylinder and the piston and the rings to the other side, because this is a double acting, right? So there's the other one when you're opening the bucket there, puts pressure on this side of the piston, which sucks the rod back in, which opens your bucket up. So that's kind of how the hydraulics work, and I think maybe that's kind of what's been going on. I don't know. Buddy says everything's good. He tested the pressures out of the pumps up front here, apparently, and on the other side actually, and says that this is operating pressure of 3,000 psi on this tractor. He says it was like a barely needle width off the 3,000 psi on his gauge. So I'm like, oh, that seems all right. But you know, you could have good pressure and pumps and stuff up here, but you could still have problems back here with it bypassing, leaking through to the other side. And yeah, so, but I don't know. I dug a hole yesterday with it, and seemed to work all right. It wasn't tremendous like it used to be, which makes me think there's still something leaking internally. It's not external, like it's not leaking past the seals here. There's a couple of big seals and wiper stuff there. It's okay. It seems good. It's not wet or nothing there, but wore out in the inside. So I don't know. I'll keep driving her, I guess. Is all I can do. Now he did change the fluid, hydraulic fluid in the system, and I had the filters, so I haven't actually looked on her yet because I just finished her and parked last night, went home. We'll check the fluid level before I go out today with it to fill the grave in. But he says there was a couple of screens under there too that I didn't even know about. So it's probably under a couple of those little inspection hole things where you got to take a bunch of bolts out, and it's probably in there. He says they were kind of gummed up. So I'm like, well, that'll make a bit of difference. And yeah, so I don't know. It still seemed to be, I think it was a little better yesterday than it has been. You know, if those little screens I was mentioning there are a little bunged up, well, that's going to reduce your flow again, right? So, but I don't know, just drive on, I guess. Hopefully we get this frickin' winter out here. I'm so tired of this winter. Oh man, it's been such a nightmare. But anyways, I got a call yesterday too, Monday. The garage door guys are coming. Replace my big door for me, that'd be awesome. because that is just about as cold as outside. Wow, that's just horrible. So yeah, we're gonna go from an R2, not an R2D2, just an R2 value door to an R16. And interestingly enough, it doesn't really, I think he said it was 1 3/8. So this one he says is about 1 inch. So we're only going to get really another 3/8 inch deeper door. But he says this is probably, without cutting it open, this is probably like a styrofoam inside of here, where these ones are apparently like the spray foam, like I sprayed around there. So it's a lot better for your heat. Styrofoam's okay, yeah, but the spray foam is like the stuff. Like, it's awesome. So, but anyways, I gotta go out, do some more stuff outside there, and funeral stuff, and then we'll come back, and I don't know what we're doing today. I was kind of reading a bit on the oil here on the tractor, and yeah, when it's so cold out like this, I kind of probably should be running like a 5W30, it's saying here. I guess that's, you know, absolute temperature down. 5W30, and then up here, like, it'd be nice if they gave me like numbers. It almost looks like there was numbers, but they put these black bars over them. I know you can almost kind of see like there was something under there, but they reprinted it with black bars. So I don't know, a 5W30 is probably a little light, but one more tick up and you could go a 10W30. See, right now I'm running a 15W40. So that's probably why I've been having trouble with it starting in the cold. Well, there's a pail of the 1540 I just brought home there. I need some other stuff, so I want to get maybe some of this 5W30 for my winter running. But anyways, yeah, I shall return. Got to go do some stuff outside here. And yeah, but anyways, I don't know what we're doing today in here. I'm going to be kind of busy for most of the day, so I don't know if we're going to get into too much. But anyways, we shall return. Okay, well, just doing a little bit of blowing after I had set up my funeral, and blew a shear bolt on the tractor, on the snowblower. So we're going to grab the tripod here, put yous on it, and kabloom. And I got to shorten it up a bit. So we're shortening the tripod. Shorten your legs a little bit, and maybe the next one too. Shorten, shorten, shorten. And that hits you guys right down in here. Okay, so what happens when you break a shear bolt is off on the side here. Let's get you down a little more here. You can see a hole right here and a hole right here. Basically what happens there is those get joined together, so when your auger sucks something in, it hits it, and the inertia of the turning is enough to shear or break this little bolt, because they're not very strong, right? And instead of something getting caught in there and going bending all these up, looks like I got something there a little bit, it breaks that bolt off instead. So it's a very good idea to keep these well greased too. There's a little grease fitting there. So basically what we need to do, there's 3 shear bolts on this guy. It doesn't really matter which way, whoa, sorry, I'm gonna have to move you a bit here. Doesn't really matter which way it goes on here, but sometimes they get full of ice and snow, but there we go. So that goes back in there. That is a little nylon lock nut. Now I need a couple of wrenches. A couple little wrenches, and they're 7/16 on these, believe it or not. No metric, I can't believe it. And just basically tighten it. Tighten it. Tighten it. Tighten it. Tighten it. Now if you went and put a regular bolt in this and you hit something, there's many things that will happen. You'll either start bending up your augers here, stripping gears out of your box in here, because we're still turning here, still driving, and wreck stuff back here. Now way in the back here, let's get you back in the back here. And before I stick my hands in there too far, stupid me, I should have turned the tractor off. I know, yell at me, yell at me, yell at me. Totally forgot though. But anyways, a lot of guys that get sucked into these. But technically, if I got wound in here, it should break a shear bolt, but it might not be hard enough. It probably suck me in and kill you before it broke. Been many guys had that happen to them, and I've known a few of them. So anyways, yeah, back in the back here, there's another one of them bolts right down in there. So if something got just pushed in and sucked in here and stuck, this would hit, the fan part here would hit and break that bolt, and then this thing spins on the shaft. So yeah. So basically all that's holding this guy to spin is that little bolt. As if you break that off, the whole thing will just free spin there, right? And that's kind of weird because there's no grease fitting, I don't think, on this guy. I kind of don't think there is, which is really weird. I'm trying to remember now. But in behind, like this shaft here goes through your impeller here, your secondary impeller here, and in behind there, there's a bearing. And sometimes I've had to, not on this blower, it was the other one we had. That was what I used to use all the time for doing my snow. Now I use my sweeper quite a bit. I had to replace that bearing once because it was getting really loud. So I'm like, oh, and it was freaking buried. Let me tell you, it was buried. So, and another whatchamacallit here. So that's good. And I haven't broke that one yet. That still looks like an original. They used to have a little spot somewhere back here for spares. So if you're way in the middle of nowhere, of course, you know, I'm close. I got my garage here. I just can't get another one, but I think there was a, where the heck was that? Along in here or something. Maybe the other side. It's probably the other side here. There's a series of holes. Yeah, there they are. There's a whole bunch of them in here already still, see? So you take one of those out and replace with them. So I just use the ones I got in my stock here though, and then we'll use them. I had a little problem with my hose the other day too here. This thing's all wore out again. Oh, I'm jumping. Ridiculous. This hose was kind of hitting into this and kind of bent it a little bit on me, and it was actually loose. I think it's okay now, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is, the other side of this cylinder is really loose again. I mean, it wasn't bang on perfect to begin with, but there's a lot of play there. And actually it's lost a little pressure in the line. That's what happens if this leaks at all when I've got, see, I don't have these hoses hooked on right now. I've got my hoses hooked on from my chute. My left turn, there's a power thing in here hooked to these stupid cables that turn your chute for you. So I don't have these hooked up now. So if any of these drip or lose any fluid, then you get play in your cylinder. So that's sort of why I've got a bit of play here now, right? As well, you can see the cylinder's kind of, if I can get a good shot there, it's kind of wiggling there too. So I just have to hook these hoses back up and repressurize it, and then you can actually turn your blower left and right, which is kind of weird. It's kind of weird blowing like that, but I don't know what to do. This guy here, I can't really turn him anymore. It's about the only spot I can turn him, because when this thing turns, it kind of fits sort of like that, right? If I put it up more, it hits more here, or down more, it hits more down here. So I'm kind of screwed. It's got to be kind of there. And I don't know why it's doing that. I guess because there's play movement. Technically it shouldn't go that far. It should have about this much space before it even gets into that hose, but the thing's getting all loose and crappy now. And actually this, I think, here has gotten dented in a little bit, and that's not going to help. And that's where this guy here, the top of the cylinder here, comes and hits on there. So if I fired in a little bit of weld there, or put a little something there, it wouldn't be able to turn as far that way. See, I think that's what's happened, is it's got too much play back in here now on this pin, and I can't get right down in here to see. Yeah, the cylinder's wore out, I guess. It needs a better pin, or I don't know, up in there. So what can you do? It's not too bad with the blower on, because I don't turn this thing, but with the sweeper you're always turning it, right? So she's wearing out, I guess. But I guess I could just replace that bottom piece. Probably that cylinder. That bottom piece consists of, well, not this one, I don't think. Or does it? Oh crap, I can't remember now. I don't think it does. I think I can order these, this piece, and it was one time these pieces, but I redid that, so she's awesome now. But that piece there is probably, you know, like $800 from John Deere. Oh, geez. And the cylinder, it's probably another $350. It's freaking ridiculous, eh? But that would tighten things up again. Although I wouldn't have my nice mount that I built up here for the cylinder. This guy here, it'd be all back to the crappy factory stuff. So I don't know. I'll have to rebuild it again, I guess, when I'm not using it. I'm kind of sort of needing it right now pretty well every day. So, and there's been a bit of play, it looks like, now in this guy too, between this and this. That's not sitting quite right. Yeah, you can see the movement. So everything quick attach, yeah, which is super awesome. But stuff that isn't getting bolted together nice and tight, you get slop and play and wear. And you know, in here, you can see there's gap there now. From this thing rotating up and down, back and forth, back in here, and this pin, this is the quick attach pin thing too. It'll be all wore out a lot, yeah. So not too good. It's a good design, it's a decent design, but I don't know, bolting them together is so much better, because this also had a quick attach here too. It had like this kind of setup where it was a pin through and then sat on like a bar there. Well, that was all sloppy and wore out. I mean, just ridiculous. There's so many things wearing out here, which is really crappy because it's so expensive to replace stuff. Holy crap. But I should be able to weld a majority of it myself and fix it all up. But for right now, I just got to kind of keep her going. That's about all I can do. So, but yeah, so that's fixed. That's good. I'm just still waiting for my funeral to come in. You know what time it is right now. It should be in the next little bit. And then, holy crap, he calls me today. And he's like, "What are you doing this afternoon?" This is the funeral home guy calls me. "What are you doing this afternoon?" I'm like, probably not much. He's like, "Oh, okay, we got 6 to bring down for storage for you." I'm like, holy crap. What that is people that, cemeteries that don't bury through the winter, we store in our building over there. So, he's like, "We got 6 to bring." I'm like, holy crap, really? I don't know if I got enough room there. I'm gonna have to go look, I guess. Can't show you that though, because that's, what do you call that? Family privacy kind of thing, right? So I can't really show you all the peoples we got in there, but I'll tell you, there's enough for a horror film. You know, if they all stood up and started walking around, oh boy, I'd be out of here. The first one. Yeah, but anyways, enough on that subject. I guess, what are we doing here today? Oh, last night, I've been wanting to do kind of some live shows for you and stuff down here, right? Fix my button. And, you know, kind of have a little something going down here for you know, live stuff, or, you know, I could even edit a video or something down here and then upload it right from here, because I got the Wi-Fi down here, or plug in. So I thought that'd be sweet, but I need a laptop. So I'm like, I got a computer at the house, I don't really want to drag all that down here. So I got a laptop last night from Future Shop. It's a pretty good one. It's decent. Oh crap, did I scrap that page? Hang on. Oh crap. I think, oh no, there it is. Never mind. So I got I can zoom it in now. Oh, come on. I can't read it because it's so small. But anyways, I got a Lenovo Yoga 2 Pro 13.3 touchscreen Ultrabook Gray. And hang on, I gotta find, what is going on here? I'm looking for details and specs. There it is. Okay, so, oh boy, I can't read that. I'm gonna have to try to zoom that in. Screen size is a little small, 13.3 inch. For what I wanted, that's all they had. This kind of sucks. LED backlit, touchscreen display, yes. Processor type, it's got an Intel Core i7 4510U. Processor speed 2 gigahertz. It doesn't seem very high for processor speed on something like that now. Storage and memory, it's got, no, I got this one because it was a little bigger, 256 gigabyte SSD, solid state drive. Been doing some watching on the solid state stuff, and it's pretty freaking cool, some of the stuff, how fast they are and stuff. Boots up in like 13 seconds, you're in, ready to go. It's like, holy crap. RAM size, it's got 8 gigabyte of RAM, DDR3L, RAM speed 1600 megahertz. It's only got one RAM slot available, so they got an 8 gig chip in there. Wowie. Built-in card reader, yes. Memory card reader, SDMMC. Now this I'm a little concerned about because I wanted to kind of, you know, when I'm not using it, maybe play some games while I'm bored or something down here. I'm waiting for, you know, like now if Funeral come in, I can, you know, play some Minecraft or whatever, It only has an Intel HD 4400 and it's integrated. So hopefully it's decent. Oh, look at this lens, hang on. I don't know if that's any better, but anyways, okay, so, and what are we, graphics, video memory. Doesn't tell you how much memory it's got in it for graphics. Video memory configuration, it just says integrated, so I don't know. It's probably a gig maybe, if that. Audio is integrated microphone, no. Interesting. Microphone input, yes. Digital audio, inputs, outputs, webcam, yes. That's funny. It's got a webcam, but not a microphone integrated. Huh. I probably use my my camera anyways. It's better camera. Webcam, yes. Numeric carrier, type of modem not applicable. Oh, that's great. Wow, it doesn't actually have a lot of stuff. VGA out, no. HDMI output, no. Well, that sucks, and I can't run a big screen off it. That's okay, whatever. A lot of the stuff I don't really understand. Networking, integrated Wi-Fi, 802.11b/g/n, if you know what that means. Integrated Bluetooth, yes, that's good, because, yeah, that's good. Approximate battery life, up to 8 hours. Battery type, lithium polymer. Battery capacity, 3700 milliamp. Energy Star qualified, yes. Now, I don't really like this. Preloaded operating system, Windows 8.1. Guess I get used to it. Loaded software, one key recovery. Oh god, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Okay, never mind. I'm not reading all that. Physical features, laptop thickness closed, 1.5 centimeters. I'm gonna break the thing just by looking at it. Laptop width 22.1 centimeters. Oh boy, I read that right. Laptop depth 33 centimeters. Oh, it does in inches too. Laptop thickness closed in inches is 0.61, so it's just over half an inch thick, which is pretty friggin' thin. Holy crap, how did they get that stuff in there? Laptop depth in inches is 13, of course, it's 13.3. Laptop width in inches is 8.7 inch. Weight, including battery, is 1.38 kilograms. Warranty and parts 1 year. And there's a whole pile of reviews, but I'm not reading through all that. There's a lot of reviews on here. So now the thing was, our Future Shop store over here is freaking absolutely stupid. They don't seem to stock anything anymore, except maybe the broom for the guy to sweep the floor in the corner, and that's about it. I don't know. I heard through the grapevine that Future Shop is wanting to not close their stores, but not have very much of anything actually in it for sale. It'll be online sales, and then it would get shipped to your store, and then you go pick it up, which is exactly what I had to do for this laptop. They didn't have any in stock, so I'm like, well, that helps me a lot. You know, I kind of wanted something. No, I didn't really need it last night, but you know, something tonight would be nice. And no, we'll have to. We don't have that. We've got it available online, and we'll ship it here or to your house. I'm like, well, just ship it here. So he's like, well, it'll be 3 to 5 days, so probably about this time next week. So last night, next week. I'll tell you what really sucks though. This is paying $1,500 for a laptop, and you walk out of the store with nothing except your receipt. That really sucks. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I like doing this too bad here. So just gotta put my wrenches away. So yeah, that release kind of sucked. I didn't really like doing that, but I guess they're reliable. They'll get her shipped in for me, and away we go. Oh, geez. But yeah, so that should hopefully be here next week. I wanted to kind of set up like a live kind of constant feed webcam, something. You know, like you can live stream it on the YouTube there, right? There's actually a place uptown up here that's called Digital Vision holy crap. Digital Vision Security, and they've actually got one way up on their building there, and they've got it going 24/7, looking down at, you know, the corner of Broadway and First Street there. So what the heck did I get all over me? Probably off the blower. So that's kind of cool. I wouldn't kind of mind something like that, and I don't know if I'd have it in the shop here, you know, so you could kind of tune in whenever you want. If I'm working, doing a video, you could kind of see the behind the scenes of, you know, me shooting and working on crap, and, you know, as I'm talking, and I guess it would come through a sound too. That would be kind of cool though. You know, the thing I'm not super crazy on is leaving it going 24/7 is whenever we're trying to do or work on stuff at the house, or whenever I'm uploading stuff at the house or whatever at the house, the kids are doing stuff, it's going to probably make it kind of a bit chunkier and slower up there for them. So I'm like, I don't know how much data that's going to burn up, like per hour, say, if you have it on, like, you know, 720p res or something like that. I don't know, I guess maybe I could reduce the quality to like a 380 or a 480p or something. It would look kind of crappier, but wouldn't burn up the net there quite as fast. I'm on unlimited there, so I'm not too concerned about that, how much it's going to use that way. It's just going to really hurt our speed at the house kind of thing, right? Because it's hooked right into the same thing. So I'd have to try it for a while and see. Maybe it would be all right. I don't know. Pretty darn good connection I got there, but even if you're using a bit down here, it's still you're going to feel it up at the house regardless how fast you are. So that's kind of the only about that, but that'd be just kind of neat. You know, people can tune in, you know, whenever they kind of felt like, click the link and have a look, see what's happening, if there's anything happening, or, you know, middle of the night, if you want to click her and see if there's mice running around here, away you go. I don't know whether I'd leave a light on or not, but it'd be pretty dark in here, I guess, without a light on. But I don't generally leave lights on. Usually, sometimes I'll forget and leave a light on overnight. But I don't know. I've been kind of thinking of doing something for a little while, but get something maybe set up, you know, kind of like on my big old rotten speaker over here. So it'd be kind of like, let's give you an example. Well, hang on a sec. I got this tripod mount on the bottom of my camera here. Okay, that, or maybe even up on this speaker or something where you could, you know, have to get her positioned in kind of the right way. This thing's not really as maneuverable as my webcam would be, but, you know, you could get a shop shot or something, you know. Kind of need it far back though. I don't know. Woo. I don't know if this camera is as equal to as the other camera for a wide angle kind of thing, but, you know, shop shot kind of thing would be kind of cool somewhere. It's just this shop's really not big enough to really get a good, nice shot of everything. Like, you know, I could be, say you guys are watching the webcam now, right? I could be over here, you know, with my tripod going and filming stuff and, you know, working on whatever on the bench here, and then you guys, you know, could be watching there live as I'm doing it, and then, you know, you could watch the same video as, you know, when we did it at night kind of thing. So it'd be kind of sweet. So a shot there, or maybe up here. I don't know, either or. Something like that actually wouldn't be too bad. I'd have to raise the back of that camera up a bit, but the webcam's better because I can adjust it. There. How's that? It's a little better. Be kind of cool. Kind of cool. I just have to watch, you know, smash the camera and stuff. I'm over here grabbing stuff or whatever. He might end up wrecking the camera. So, but if I remember, you know, my memory shot. But if I remember, I will put a link to webcam thing on Broadway there, and you could check her out. I noticed though, like I can log in on my phone. Actually, wow, we're flapping gums here. Let me just load that up if she'll load up here, and then I'll show you off the phone too. I think I still got a link in my Dewey here. Yes, I do. Yeah, so this is live stream off YouTube here. Oh, the live event was ended. Oh, man. Really? Probably got their internet bill. Holy cow, that cost us $4 grand. Stream live November 14th. Live stream has ended. Please go to... Okay. Where's that one take us? There we go. Okay, so yeah, this letter turn to my Dewey here. This live stream is roughly about 30 seconds behind. So you turn a corner 30 seconds later, all of a sudden you'll see it come up, and you know, I guess by the time it goes through their stuff, through the camera, through their stuff, through their internet, to the YouTube stuff, whatever there, back and forth, blah 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 blah, and back and forth, you know, that takes a bit of time, right? So here is, hang on, I gotta turn the Dewey so I can see what I'm shooting at. Here's the Dewey right now, live on Broadway. So that red car that just went through was probably about 30 seconds ago, roughly. It's a little chunky. It's interesting. Well, that's a lot smoother. So these two cars that are stopped here are on the top of First Street. Now, if you follow that street all the way down to the other end and then cross the big highway. Oh, cop car. Is that a cop car? Yep. Follow that street. So these guys turned around and went all the way down past the big funeral home. And to the end of that street, you cross the big Highway 10, you'd be at my house. And then this street that goes left and right is Broadway, the main drag of Orangeville. So you can see some of the redone old buildings, but some of them are, you know, been redone, but they're the same old thing. So this rustic here is a restaurant. It used to be a bank. And this one here is the CIBC bank. You can almost kind of see the CIBC sign there. Pizza, pizza! Don't really go there too much because there's like no parking, as you can see. It's just like you turn in, you got to stop like somewhere in the middle of this road. So there's a big condominium way at the back there. Yeah. Oh, and there is an is that an RBC or something there? I can't remember now. But yeah, so that's kind of sweet. So I'll put a link up to that thing if you want to check her out. You can check her out and have a view yourself. Well, if I can sew... Oh, back's hurting a little bit today. I shouldn't probably be doing this, but... Oh, crap. Ladder's in the way, too. If I can so far as get to the back here to where I need to check the fluid, I will. I'm going to have to pull this ladder out, I guess, though. Okay, so just want to make double sure that everything's good. I used her yesterday and it was fine, but way down in here is the checker dipstick. It's kind of buried. Ugh. Looks pretty good. I don't know if the camera's getting that or not, but I'll give her a little wipe off here and just double make sure. So that looks good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it though, because I don't know, under there it's leaking. The cast somewhere is leaking, or whatever's leaking underneath the feller. And the guy said, "Oh, don't even worry about that." I'm like, well, it's leaking. You gotta worry about it. It doesn't leak for no reason. He's like, told our guy, don't even worry about that. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm a little worried about it, you know, because like obviously the leak, the fluid's getting out somewhere. So, oh, back's hurting today. So yeah, I don't really know, except I guess I'm gonna have to, you know, check the level of the fluid there once a week. Top up as needed. So that's the only thing I can think. But yeah, she seems good. I gotta actually take her out to the house there for a few minutes here and just do a bit of cleaning. I want to clean a bit more where I actually broke that shear bolt from a little rock, I guess, or something that got sucked in. It's supposed to be, let me pull up my phone here again, on well, still a long way off yet, but Wednesday, 6 degrees I doubt it'll be probably that warm by the time we actually get to Wednesday, but if it's 10 degrees, I'm going for a ride on my DR somewhere just for a little tour. If she'll start, I gotta try to get a little path cleared up to there though, so I can get the thing out, get her down here and get her warmed up and see if it'll start. Oh, someone left something parked in the way. Ugh. Okay, well, let's fire this up first. And we'll fire this up and get them out of the way. Ah, I forgot I can't really go down here because of my clothesline. I'll show you why. I guess maybe I got it clean enough there. I can probably just push it out. I'll show you why. She's a bit too low for my tractor here. It gets kind of caught and tears itself off, so I guess we won't be doing that. That's all right. Although my wife doesn't use it too much this time of year. Got her yanked off the pulley down here. Kind of almost need to replace this pole and everything, and maybe I'll do that in the summer here. But I got to kind of get up here to be able to work on it. That should be high enough. I'm not really good one for heights, but and a sore back climbing up here is probably not a really good idea. I see what she's done. She's pulled it too far, and that little thing that connects the wires has gone around and then flipped itself off. So that should be pretty easy to just pull her around and suck her back on. I got to see if I can get up here first. All right, we made her. Still kicking. So I think if I just pull this around, because once it gets skipped off and it's down in the hub here, oh, that sucks trying to get that out of there. You have to pretty much tear it all apart. I've found anyway. So let's see here. I fixed. She'll be so happy. That actually should be down at that other end, I think. Let me think now. Hook it on. Yeah, push it out. Yeah. So we'll send them to the house. But yeah, I'm probably due for a new pole for this. There. That's to the other end. So a new pole. I don't know where. This one's pretty friggin' old. This was actually a hydro pole at one time. They used to, for the power for the garage, they ran a line. You can still see the Dewey up there. They ran a line from the house down to the garage, but that was like a 30 amp service. It was horrible. So now we got like a full 200 amp service in there. That's why I can wear my welders and all that lovely stuff. But that's one of the original poles. I mean, it's been there for a long time, and it's probably still okay. It's just it's getting kind of rotten and stuff. Pretty solid there yet, but she's hurting, eh? It's turning into like one of them old cedar logs. Cedar log fence kind of thing, right? It's getting all rotten and crappy, but yeah, this is all rotten here. It's been there forever. Held on with nails. I mean, it works, but I would probably, I don't know, I'd get a new pole and drill a thing through and then put a great big washer and a bolt through it and then hook it to the thing there, right, with a big hook on it, like that kind of thing. But I'd have to get a tree from somewhere. That, well, oh, I was thinking I could run over to one of them trees, but that tree there's not big enough, I don't think. You can see all the support wires. I'm trying to hold this thing up. Springtime comes, it gets pretty mushy here, so. But yeah, that's a future project. I have to find a good tree. I could probably almost run it way down to the river there, but that's almost too far away. I kind of wander in the same area because then I won't have to lengthen the lines, because I'll have to get new line now. When you buy the stuff, you buy it in like a 25-foot rolls, but it's in like a 500 or 600-foot roll box, and they're all bundled in 25-foot rolls. So you take, you know, I want 50 feet. Okay, so I take 2 out, snip it. That's your 50 feet. So you'd have to measure twice how much you need plus your Dewey, right? That's like another foot there, so on both ends. So I think this was I can't remember now how long this one was, but she always says, I could use more line, but you gotta think more line, you're gonna need more support. That's gonna be a lot more pulling and drag on your lines and stuff here. So, well, that makes her move pretty good. Oh yeah, I better not do that. We're wearing the thing. So, but she's got quite a lean on her. It is actually a lot deeper than, well, the snow here, but I've put like 8 foot of freaking fill here too, right? So She does have more support, but not as much as it should have. So I'm gonna have to probably pull that out, dig her all out down nice and deep, put a new pole in, fill her all back in nice, get her level and square and stuff, and then good to go. That's pretty darn near a whole tree. It doesn't really need to be that tall though, like, you know, maybe another couple of feet above this would probably be lots. But yeah, future project. Just got to find a nice tree. I know there's some nice good big ones in the back there that'll last for friggin' ever, but we'll have to look for something, I guess. But anyways, I'm gonna try to get down here without killing myself. It's actually, I think, if I remember right, it's easier to get down off of this than getting up onto it. Oh crap! Okay, I didn't even touch the ground. I didn't even fall. It's even more better. But anyways, I guess I'll wait for my funeral now. And we'll have to fill all that in and stuff. And away we go. Well, I guess that's it for today. I am finally done. That was a long day. Got the funeral done, cleaned up, filled back in, paperwork done, then they brought the 6 in for storage, got all that paperwork done, all them in storage. Holy crap, I'm ready to go home. Oh, I gotta check my door here, make sure I got everything locked up and stuff. Looks good. This poor door is getting worse by the day, let me tell you. I don't know, something's weird. But anyways, yeah, that's it. Let's go home. I'm heading home. Oh crap. Not heading home quite yet. Well, I am, but she needs the bottle of propane here if I want dinner, I guess. Holy crap, that's heavy. And this isn't just your normal barbecue tank cylinder here. This is the Big Daddy. Big Daddy. I pay to have her filled. I use her out here for thaw and graze if I need it. So I'm going to use it for my barbecue. What the heck? So, anyways, how the heck am I going to do this? I'm going to have to sling it up over top. Hang on a sec here. There we go. We are slung. Slung and heavy. I can feel it. If I drop this thing, I am not going to like it. So I better maybe use my 2 hands for steadying, because I'm just about to walk on the snow. So anyways, I had plans of chopping the ice here today with the machine, but holy cow, this is horrible walking. But I didn't get to that, so we'll have to leave that for another day. I want to see if I can bust through it here. So I'm sure it will easily. It's pretty hard probably, but it'll break through that. Okay, I need my hand. Okay, well, she's hooked up. She's on. Nobody living in here. I think I hear hissing. Oh, I'm even got flame. Oh, even warm. I think she's going. Now she wanted the side burner going too, and this side burner's never been decent. After you get a rain, somehow the water always collects in that tube there, and it probably won't go here. Nope. So, gotta take, oh, not even warm. Take that out and that out. Sometimes there's some crud in here, and it's probably frozen, so I'm just going to put her in there for a little minute. Let her thaw out a little bit. Melt the stuff. Stuff. Trying to find a hot spot here. This barbecue, I haven't actually ever been really happy with it. This was a Zeller special. It's a Bowmark. It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't super expensive. And I don't know, I've never been happy with it. It's always been like, sometimes you light it and it's only like going like half the speed. You have to turn it off, unhook your tank, let it kind of depressurize, rehook up your tank, turn it on, and then it's fine. Today it seemed to start okay. Not too sure if we got anything in there or not. We'll just let her cook for a minute. Ah, I'll put that down. That's working there. I could hear that hissing, so that's good. We're already up to little temperature there. That still works. That's surprisingly. Surprise, surprise. The temperature gauge still works. Yeah, water, see? A little bit of water. I don't know how it gets down in there, but it must be in there somehow, and then it collects in that little pipe. It's going to eventually rot that little pipe out. But, yeah, guaranteed that'll be the problem. Put her back together. Away she'll go. Yeah, more water. Oh, there's a hunk of ice in there, I think, too, actually. She's starting to break up. Oh, we'll barbecue our Dewey a little more here. And should break her out, and then should be good to go. Yeah, that's another thing. I've never been happy with that thing. It's been a real pain in the rear end, you know. After any rain or anything, it starts to screw up. So, anyways, we're at 100 degrees Celsius in there now. That should get her all out. Yeah, I think there's still some in there. Unless there's something in there that's in there. Yeah, there's still ice right there. I can feel because it's really cold. So she's going to need some more barbecuing yet. That'll thaw her out. Well, we'll get her thawed out here, and then we'll stick her back in and see if she'll light. Now, sometimes you'll get problems with those tubes too, and little spiders and stuff building little nests in there, and then you'll get bunged up, and then, I don't know, I guess you'd have to clean it out with like a wire or something. But basically it cuts the flow off, right? Oh, more water. Still some in there. Just need to let her barbecue for a while, I guess. Takes a bit to melt that out of there. Must have been quite a heap of it in there. Oh well. Okay, we're just approaching 150. That should have melted her out. Got my glove on now because it's pretty hot. Oh, still some in there. Really? Maybe it'll shake out. Yeah, it's still cold there, so there must be more in there yet. Well, let her sit some more then, I guess. Okay, we're about 180, 170, 180 there now. Oh, look at that crud coming out now. That's not good. Wow, there's still... Oh, there's a piece, look. It's just sitting right at the door there. There, I think that's mostly got it. Feels pretty good. Well, let's stick her back under here, make sure we get her on the spout. It's supposed to be screw holder down, but I had to take it out so many times I just got fed up and left it. So, okay, that's good. Oh, it's not sparking. Oh. That's why the screw. There we go. Flame. Flame. Sweet. Let's try that again. Yay! We flamed it. So now I need to put this guy back on. Like that. That's your grill. And away we go. Ready for a fire. Want to see something really cool? See if it'll still do this. It might not because it's so windy. Don't try this at home. Oh, I didn't do it. Hang on, let's try again. I think it might be too windy. But generally, when this thing fills with propane here, it'll light and blow the lid off. Well, up. No, it's too much wind right now. But anyways, there we go. She's working. That'll keep her happy. Almost enough to melt this stuff off. There we go. Oh, actually, I did that wrong. Hang on a sec. Okay, let's try this again here. One more time. There you go. Blow the lid off her. Yeah. Sweet. It smells like old grimy burgers in here. But anyways, I guess that's what we're having something for dinner. I don't know. So, that's good. That's good. And yeah, that thing kept failing and getting full of stuff even with the lid on. So somehow the water is still able to get in and down. I don't understand. But yeah, there's some of the frozen crud. Looks like turds. But anyways, there we go. Well, that's it for today. Farm Sim Saturday's up ready for tomorrow. I haven't done a car mechanic simulator yet, but maybe I'll get to that, I don't know, sometime soon for Sunday. And yeah, so that's it. Well, we're gonna head her home. My back's kind of hurting now, especially after carrying that stupid propane tank up, because that thing, you know, weighs like 50 pounds or something. And it's maybe not quite that heavy because I've used a bit out of her when I was thawing there a bit. But yeah, anyways, have a good night. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week, Monday. We get a new garage door. Don't know if I'll film any of that, but we'll figure something out. But I'll maybe try to get some shots with the iPhone. It's not so inconspicuously looking as, you know, firing this in their face, you know. But I'm gonna have to move my motorcycle out because they put all new tracks and everything in. Everything he says is all new. I'm like, oh, that's good. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really want you guys hanging over my bike with, you know, tracks and rods and screws and bolts and drills, and so I'll be moving that. So I'm gonna have to get her out, put her in the front garage. I don't think it's gonna be super cold, or we could have tried a nice cold start on the boulevard, but anyways, it's gonna warm up apparently for next week. So 6 degrees they're saying now on like Tuesday, Wednesday. So yeah, I like that. That is nice. Melt some of this crap out of here. And yeah, I want to try chopping into the ice. I actually was talking with the Credit Valley Conservation guy, the guys that run the lake over here, and showing him that, and he's like, "Oh wow, that's not good." I'm like, I've never seen it do this before, so it's been so cold, I guess. But he's like, well, take your backhoe and just chop at that ice and stuff a bit and try to break and free it up. Maybe that'll help get her flowing. I'm like, okay. The conservation guy's telling me to chop that stuff with my backhoe. I gotta chop that stuff with my backhoe. So we'll probably do that next week or something there, because it's probably gonna start melting and start flooding a bit. Maybe if it gets warm enough. But anyways, that's it for tonight, this week and stuff. We'll catch you next week. Garage door Monday, that'd be awesome. Try to keep some of my heat better in there. It's been brutal. But anyways, have a good night, good weekend. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next week.